Star Trek in the very beginning, 27 years ago, whenever it began. And indeed, when I first read the script, it was very clear to me that Rick Berman and Michael Piller were continuing this vision. And the kind of message that it presents, of course, again, about this intersecting of cultures, the need for us to find a way to live together. In an allegorical way to, bring positive messages about our contemporary society. I mean, all those things are in the script. Actually, the script, as I read it the first time, I think is extraordinary. The writing, not because I've been hired, but the writing is extraordinary.
In terms of my character, Odo, because he isn't a human being, but because he takes the form of a human being, he becomes a kind of a mirror to humanity and a way for people to sort of, he's able to comment on human foibles, and he has a kind of a perspective on humanity that we don't often have, being able to hold this form all the time. The Odo can only hold his shape for 6 hours.
Which means in a little while I may disappear.
Well, I've got a huge crush on Dax, Jadzia Dax, Terry Farrell's character. And I've spent my journey getting to Deep Space Nine from Earth with her, or at least part of it with her. And I just find her the most attractive thing that ever walked the Earth, and can't quite get my act together to say she's an imposing figure. I know that she's an ancient, wise thing, a trill, and I have trouble getting it out. I will say, well, can we go for a drink if it's all right with you, sort of thing. Don't want to push my luck. And I think I'm not sure at the moment. I sense she courts this. She likes the attention, but I'll keep plugging away. See what happens.
Deep Space Nine is grittier than Next Generation. We're walking right into destruction. We're cleaning things up. We just walked in right after a major war between the Bajorans and the Cardassians, and we're on a space station, so we're on a much bigger space in space. We're in a much bigger structure in space than the ship. They move faster than we do. Their technology is higher in Next Generation than, say, that we're trying to probably clean up and get them up to our standards at Starfleet, the Bajorans.
As you can see, it's kind of strange around here with strange looking controls and that. That's because it was an alien space station. It gives the whole thing a very different feel, I think, to Next Generation or the original show, where you had the Enterprise, which is this very perfect environment. This is sort of more kind of dark and eerie, and also nothing works. The whole thing is a terrible mess, technically and technologically, because it's these guys, when they were leaving, when they're withdrawing, they kind of wrecked everything. And also there has been a war here, so there's a lot of damage done.
Makeup is coming very early. Can be anywhere from 4 o'clock in the morning to 6:30. It then takes about 3 hours of putting on the appliances. There are basically 2 appliances on my makeup. One is a helmet-like sort of thing that stretches from my eyebrows over my head to the back of my neck. And the other piece is a one piece that stretches from ear to ear across my nose. And each piece has to be painstakingly adhered to my face so that it not only sticks to my face, but that whatever my face does is imitated by the appliance that sits on top of it.
The original Star Trek, Star Trek The Next Generation, and Star Trek Deep Space Nine, I think all will always be relevant because they deal with human relationships, people getting along, people with huge differences, people who don't understand each other. And they're very truthful. It was an exciting script to pick up. because the relationships are truthful and because people's actions don't come because, wow, it would be fun to have an explosion right here, but because it's what would happen naturally, emotionally for these people. And it's what's required. And it's just the truth of the situation.
So, certainly there is no resolution yet in Cisco's mind about Picard.
A familiar face on board the Starship Enterprise for the last 5 years, Colm Meaney's role of Chief O'Brien has received a new promotion.
Basically, my role here is I'm the kind of like the chief engineer of the whole the station. I kind of try to, and because the thing is in such a mess, it's a kind of a sleeves up, down and dirty kind of job. I'm told the Cardassians decided to have some fun the day they left. 4 Bajorans were killed trying to protect their shops.
One of the more unusual characters is Odo, an alien shapeshifter, played by Rene Auberjonois.
He's the chief of security on the space station, and it's his job to make sure that everything runs smoothly in terms of society.
I decide who has rights and who doesn't on this promenade.
You better ask your Federation superiors about that one.
I don't have to check with anyone.
In addition, a diverse blend of races and cultures all must find ways to work together in a hostile environment at the crossroads of the universe.
The original Star Trek, Star Trek The Next Generation, and Star Trek Deep Space Nine, I think all will always be relevant because they deal with human relationships.
I don't believe the Federation has any business being here.
The Federation is only here to help
us. Yes, I know.
The Cardassians said the same thing 60 years ago.
From constructing elaborate new set designs to maintaining a large makeup crew working around the clock, the creative team behind Deep Space Nine are clearly producing an extraordinary television series, one that still honors Gene Roddenberry's original vision.
I am totally confident. I can go to bed every night very comfortable with the fact that Gene would be very proud of this television show.
I will do the job I've been ordered to do to the best of my ability, sir.
Red alert.
Shields down to 27%.
Have you seen that doctor of yours anywhere?
I'm on my way.
Battle stations.
This will shortly become a leading center of commerce and of scientific exploration. And for Starfleet, one of our most important posts.
Star Trek Deep Space Nine, beaming down to television this January.